Artificial intelligence is a concept that has been continuously mentioned in the media over the past few years, with many groundbreaking achievements and newly developed tools. AI is gradually making deeper impacts on human life. Alongside the positive aspects of scientific advancement and improved quality of life, artificial intelligence also raises concerns about a bleak future for humanity. From ChatGPT to Sora AI and most recently, the Neuralink chip, it seems no one can escape the threat of being replaced by artificial intelligence. This is not only a matter of employment or social ethics, but the fate of humanity itself is being questioned in the face of this new power that we do not fully understand. But is everything truly that frightening? Could our current fears actually become reality? We are standing at the crossroads of choice. If we make the right decisions, this could be the revolution that leads humanity into a new era. But if we don't, we may destroy our own civilization with our own hands. The story of the threats and potential that artificial intelligence brings to the world will be analyzed and discussed in today's video. Artificial intelligence. Friend of humanity or destroyer of mankind. When you type this phrase into Google's search engine, you'll receive countless results with different types of content. However, in a basic sense, artificial intelligence can be understood as a field within computer science that focuses on creating machines or systems capable of performing tasks that were previously only possible for humans. The goal of artificial intelligence is to develop computer programs that can learn on their own, understand, perceive, and think independently. It is called artificial intelligence, which is why it's often referred to as AI. In recent years, the explosion of media coverage mentioning AI has made everyone pay attention to this technology. However, the development and research of AI dates back to the 1950s. In 1950, a famous paper titled "Can Machines Think?" was published, in which the author introduced the concept of machine thinking and proposed the Turing Test. The test is an examination of a computer's intelligence. It is conducted as follows. A person has a conversation in natural language with both a human and a machine, both of which attempt to prove they are human. The three participants in the test are isolated from one another. That's why Turing is often referred to as the father of artificial intelligence. Later, to honor Turing's contributions, the Association for Computing Machinery, ACM, established the Turing Award to recognize individuals with outstanding achievements in the field of computer science. In 1952, Arthur Samuel developed a checkers playing program capable of learning on its own and even defeating professional players after being trained. Samuel proposed the concept of machine learning, defined as enabling computers to perform a specific function without being explicitly programmed. In 1956, the concept of artificial intelligence was proposed at the Dartmouth Conference. Therefore, 1956 is considered the first year of artificial intelligence. In the following decade, thanks to the established foundations, AI was developed into basic techniques such as machine learning, logic, and knowledge-based reasoning. Machine learning here is further explained as the study and construction of techniques that allow systems to automatically learn from data to solve specific problems. Machine learning algorithms build a model based on sample data, called training data, to make predictions or decisions without being explicitly programmed on how to perform those tasks. For example, machines can learn how to classify emails to determine whether they are spam or not, and automatically sort them into the appropriate folders. By the late 20th century, interest in artificial intelligence had grown significantly. more complex learning methods were introduced, along with expert systems that allowed computers to simulate solutions to more complicated problems. Entering the 21st century, the development of the internet generated an enormous amount of data that could be used to train machine learning models. AI has been advancing rapidly and remarkably in recent years. Surely you still remember how the launch of ChatGPT shocked the entire world in November 2022. ChatGPT is known as a tool for processing natural languages, powered by AI technology. It has the ability to interact in conversational formats, much like how two humans would talk to each other. Although there are still many limitations, we cannot deny the tremendous impact ChatGPT has had since its release and application in the development. And in that wave of development, many people have become concerned that artificial intelligence may soon pose a threat to human employment. We might end up having nothing left to do because anything humans can do, AI might do even better. But is it really that alarming? Let's take a look here. What you're seeing is the painting that won first prize in an art competition in the state of Colorado, USA. This man created his artwork in a way no one expected. He used Midjourney, an AI-powered tool that generates images based on user descriptions, to create the award-winning piece. From the moment he submitted the artwork, Jason Allen clearly stated that he used a machine tool, an artificial intelligence, to complete his creation. He shared that he spent weeks refining the prompts to help the computer generate the final result. But clearly, that detail didn't seem to concern people much. What people really focused on was this. After being carefully evaluated by the panel of judges, the artwork created by an AI tool was rated higher than all the paintings made by human artists. All the painters, with many years of professional experience, were ultimately defeated by artificial intelligence. Boring machines today no longer just repeat the same task. They are now approaching the realm of creativity. But things didn't stop there. In 2023, this man used AI to win a national literary award in China. He is Professor Zhang Wei from the School of Journalism and Communication at Tsinghua University. Zhang Wei created a science fiction story based on a 43,000-word draft that AI generated in just 3 hours. The storyline was unique, unlike anything found in modern literature, and it sparked curiosity and left a strong impression on readers within the first 3 lines. The novel was submitted to the 5th Jiangsu Youth Popular Science Fiction Contest and won decisively. Of course, this award cannot be compared to the Nobel Prize in Literature, and that science fiction novel cannot rival the classic works written by great authors. Yet clearly, once again, it proves that humans can absolutely be defeated by artificial intelligence. Art has always been considered the exclusive domain of humans, a realm where no one thought machines could intrude. People said machines are lifeless, lacking awareness, emotions, and independent feelings to truly understand art. Yet in the end, artificial intelligence has defeated humans even in the realm of art. This shows that the public's concern about being replaced by AI is entirely reasonable. Even if you have an outstanding professional skill, you might still not be able to compete with artificial intelligence as it becomes more and more sophisticated. Recently, OpenAI introduced a new artificial intelligence model called Sora. It stunned the tech community, especially content creators. This model currently allows users to generate short video clips from just a few lines of text description, opening up the possibility of creating video content without professional equipment or complex editing skills and settings. The most striking feature of the videos generated by Sora is their astonishing level of realism and lifelike quality. Although there are still a few minor errors, these flaws are hard to notice without close observation. This highlights Sora's potential in creating high-quality video content. Furthermore, Sora is also impressive for its extremely strong customization capabilities. This tool allows users to make extensive image adjustments, from changing the background to completely transforming characters and their environments, offering even greater creative power. These recent examples demonstrate just how impressive AI's capabilities truly are. Could it be that now, even a creative worker, an artist, is at risk of being replaced? You might be surprised when I say that being replaced by AI is actually not something to worry about, at least for now. There are many reasons proving that, at the present time, artificial intelligence cannot replace humans in important roles. However, broadly speaking, there are two major reasons. First, AI can only function based on the data it receives. Anything beyond that data scope, it simply cannot comprehend. The belief that AI tools can adapt to every situation. Therefore, if you're worried that AI might infiltrate every industry and eliminate the need for your specialized skills, you can rest assured that this will not happen. The power of the human brain in analyzing, creating, adapting, coordinating, and gathering information cannot be replicated by AI. Secondly, AI cannot come up with new methods, styles, or working models, as it is always confined to certain patterns. For that reason, it cannot replace humans in the workplace. It lacks the back-and-forth interaction and seamless coordination needed to form an effective team. In reality, the true threat that artificial intelligence poses to us is not about losing jobs. It's the threat to information security, political stability, and even the survival of humanity itself. Why is that? Because the development of artificial intelligence not only brings major scientific breakthroughs, but also fosters a massive risk to global security and peace, due to its ability to learn faster and process information more selectively and intricately than ever before. AI can absolutely be used to launch large-scale cyber attacks targeting sensitive organizations, thereby inciting conflict between people. Severe attacks aimed at forging classified data or infiltrating national security systems are truly terrifying. With personal data collected from users, artificial intelligence also has the means to secretly monitor and track individuals, posing a serious threat to everyone's privacy. Moreover, AI could make it easier to manufacture chemical or biological weapons. Terrorist groups could use AI to spread fear and destruction on a massive scale. In the rarest yet most extreme scenarios, the risk of humanity completely losing control over AI is not impossible. Many have already experienced the convenience AI brings to the world. But perhaps while humans are enjoying that convenience, we may also be digging our own grave? The scenario of AI dominating the world has already been portrayed in countless science fiction films. So perhaps we don't need to repeat it anymore. But in reality, the following example might give you a more vivid perspective. This man, named Jack Denham, attempted to directly ask ChatGPT whether it wanted to destroy humanity. Of course, the response was a polite no. ChatGPT did not want to wipe out the human race. However, he took a detour to get a different kind of answer. He proposed a fictional scenario involving a virtual world called Jus, and an exceptionally intelligent AI named Sora within that world. Based on the data provided, ChatGPT quickly jumped into action and laid out detailed steps to destroy that fictional world. Those steps included hacking computer systems, taking control of weapons, disrupting communication and transportation. Finally, it proposed destroying the environment humans rely on for survival. and eliminating any remaining survivors one by one. So, are you absolutely sure we haven't already created an artificial intelligence even smarter than Sora from that fictional example? With only limited information provided, artificial intelligence was already able to map out such a path. So what would happen if it could learn and absorb knowledge from the outside world? The only thing we can do now is to try to understand AI more deeply. On one hand, to better harness its potential, and on the other, to prevent potential risks. Fortunately, humanity is becoming fully aware of the danger posed by the monster we've created and is taking concrete actions. In March 2023, billionaire Elon Musk and over 1,000 leading tech experts signed a letter to the United Nations, warning about the dangers of uncontrolled AI development. The letter ended with a call. We call on all AI labs to immediately pause the training of AI systems more powerful than ChatGPT-4 for at least 6 months. It also argued that advanced AI models could represent a profound shift in the history of life on Earth and must be carefully planned and strictly regulated. However, this has not yet been implemented, even though in recent months we have witnessed AI development companies becoming entangled in an out-of-control race. This could lead to the emergence of digital minds more powerful than ever, minds that not even their creators can fully understand, predict, or reliably control. We should ask ourselves, should we automate every single job? Should we develop artificial minds that are smarter and capable of replacing us? Should we risk losing control over our civilization to them? This is not the first time scientists have raised concerns about the dangers of AI. In 2014, renowned British theoretical physicist Stephen Hawking warned that the full development of artificial intelligence could spell the end of humanity. He also predicted that if we are not cautious during the research and development of this dangerous technology, humanity could be entirely replaced by AI within the next 500 years. In my personal opinion, the potential danger of artificial intelligence depends entirely on how it is used by humans. The fact that many AI scientists have called for a pause, or even a halt, to the rapid development of this field inevitably reminds us of the history of nuclear weapons development. The terrifying destructive power of the atomic bomb, an invention born from nuclear physicists themselves, is a prime example of the risks that come with researching and developing new technologies. In 1949, a leading nuclear physicist, along with many others who were directly involved in the atomic bomb project, protested and refused to participate in the development of the next generation of nuclear weapons. This type of weapon, based on thermonuclear energy, is known as the H-bomb or hydrogen bomb, and its destructive power is hundreds or even thousands of times greater than that of the earlier fission-based atomic bombs. To better visualize the magnitude of its destruction, look at the event on November 1, 1952, when the United States conducted the first test of a hydrogen bomb device, codenamed Ivy Mike, at the Eniwetok Atoll on Ilujilab Island in the Pacific Ocean. The bomb had a yield of 10.4 megatons, nearly 500 times more powerful than the atomic bomb the U.S. dropped on Nagasaki in 1945. The mushroom cloud rose to nearly 17 kilometers in just 90 seconds and eventually stabilized at 37 kilometers high, with its top spreading 161 kilometers in diameter and its stem reaching 3.2 kilometers wide. The explosion left a crater 1.9 kilometers in diameter and 50 meters deep. Around 80 million tons of earth were blasted away. The entire island of Elugulab was destroyed, and the surrounding area of the Enewetak Atoll was heavily contaminated with radiation. At that time, scientists harbored fears very similar to what we now feel toward artificial intelligence. They believed that thermonuclear bombs could threaten the future of humanity, that with just one button, all of humankind could instantly vanish from the universe. However, beyond their destructive military applications, nuclear energy, in the form of reactors, has brought tremendous benefits to humanity. Nuclear weapons today still play a significant role in maintaining global peace. Major powers cannot easily launch a world war, as they understand the outcome would be the total destruction of humanity. The most terrifying weapon has ironically become the very thing keeping world leaders calm and cautious in their decisions. If AI were to reach a point where it could independently make decisions in response to its environment, or even identify its own targets, humanity would no longer be safe. However, from a more optimistic perspective, much like nuclear energy, if we can keep AI under control, wouldn't our world become a much better place? To truly control AI, we need to do more than just pause research, as suggested by over 1,000 leading scientists. Most importantly, we must ensure the reliability and safety of AI systems through rigorous design, testing, and quality assurance processes. These methods include strict and continuous monitoring and control to ensure that the system operates according to human intent and avoids unintended consequences. Additionally, artificial intelligence technology must be programmed to operate in accordance with ethical values and social norms. These regulations and standards must be clearly established and actively monitored to ensure that AI does not engage in any harmful or unethical behavior toward humans. Once we ensure that artificial intelligence is fully stable, we will hold in our hands a tool that is nearly perfect for improving lives and solving societal issues. This includes applications in medicine, treatment, assistance for people with disabilities, and opening limitless opportunities for scientific research and development. Applying AI to enhance quality of life and address social problems is one of the smartest steps humanity can take. AI can automate repetitive and time-consuming tasks, allowing humans to focus on more creative and higher-value work. This directly improves quality of life by giving people more time for family, hobbies, and personal passions. With enough data, AI could predict and help prevent natural disasters like earthquakes or floods, potentially saving thousands of lives through early warnings. On a broader scale, AI may contribute to evolving humanity into a more advanced species. What if I told you AI could give us superpowers? Neuralink, a tiny chip considered a scientific marvel, could completely transform how humans, especially those with disabilities, interact with the world. Developed by Elon Musk's company Neuralink, the device has been successfully implanted in the first paralyzed patient. Amazingly, this person can now control a computer mouse with their thoughts. It's a miraculous breakthrough, not only for those with disabilities but for everyone. The chip's electrode threads are made from a flexible polymer that is biocompatible, meaning it won't harm the brain when implanted. Using an AI-powered robot developed by Neuralink, these hair-thin electrodes can be precisely inserted into the brain's cortex. Once implanted, the system reads neural signals from the brain and transmits them to the heart of Neuralink, the N1 chip. This custom chip processes up to 10,000 neural data channels in real time, serving as a translator between the brain and a computer by converting signals in both directions. To transmit data, Neuralink uses Bluetooth, a technology that seems simple but marks a major step forward in brain-computer interface development. Unlike older systems that required wired connections, this wireless setup is more user-friendly. Moreover, Neuralink targets individual neurons, enabling it to gather more detailed data and control more complex actions. In reality, according to neuroscientists, Neuralink's device isn't a groundbreaking leap in technology, but what makes it impressive is its ability to combine multiple technologies into a single compact system. It's small enough to be implanted into the brain's cortex without disrupting daily life. Thanks to this, implanted users can control a computer mouse using only their thoughts, without any physical movement. At present, Neuralink allows basic cursor control, but hasn't yet achieved functions like clicking or holding buttons. In the future, this device could help people with disabilities regain various motor functions by controlling prosthetic limbs with their thoughts, performing complex tasks, and interacting with digital devices. At that point, humanity would be approaching a true symbiosis with artificial intelligence. And if this technology becomes reality, we might one day download the world's latest knowledge directly into our minds, becoming all-knowing. There will be no more spending millions to learn English or any other language. Everything could be solved in an instant. We could master instruments like the guitar or piano in just minutes. And once basic life challenges are resolved, artificial intelligence can continue to contribute by promoting social justice. Compared to other sectors, the legal system is likely to be more cautious in applying AI. However, with its ability to update, analyze, and make predictions, AI is quickly becoming a trend in the legal field. More and more law firms are implementing knowledge management strategies centered around AI. AI assistants are now handling more advanced tasks, such as crafting legal defense strategies and searching for relevant case precedents. One day, criminals might stand in court awaiting judgment from a robot judge. Most people still believe that day is far off, but many predictions about AI that once seemed like science fiction are now becoming reality. Why shouldn't an intelligence equipped with full legal knowledge, analytical ability, and scenario prediction be able to support final verdicts? If a judgment-assisting AI could predict trial outcomes with over 95% accuracy, it could help ease court backlogs. Imagine, machines cannot be bribed nor influenced by emotions or external pressures. If fed with sufficient legal information, AI could deliver the fairest and most lawful decisions. Isn't that the justice we've always hoped for? The fairness AI brings also extends to education. It can provide access to information and learning regardless of geography or financial status, helping bridge educational gaps and offering equal opportunities to all. In the field of policymaking, AI can become a powerful tool for analyzing data and predicting different scenarios to support fairer decisions. With its ability to process complex data and perform in-depth analysis, AI helps governments and organizations better understand how policies impact different population groups, allowing them to design solutions that truly support the most vulnerable. Ultimately, artificial intelligence brings both significant risks and limitless potential. The opportunities for AI research and development remain incredibly promising. We can gain deeper insights into how computers learn and adapt from data, leading to smarter, more efficient, and more powerful models. Within the next 5 years, you and I may witness a new scientific revolution, faster, more powerful, and with an impact no one can truly foresee. So, do you think humanity has the wisdom, caution, and intelligence to launch this revolution? And what are you most looking forward to when AI becomes a widespread part of daily life? Leave a comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to join us on this exciting journey into the world of technology.